Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. 10 reasons why veterans do not file a VA claim. And look, I'm going to throw it out there. There are according to a report from 2022, about 18.5 million veterans in the U.S., of which 29% are actually utilizing the VA for compensation. So why are some of us not filing for VA compensation? Now, my guess is that there are way more than 29% of us that would actually qualify for something. So I did find an article here, 10 reasons veterans don't file for VA disability benefits. Wanted to just dive through this with you real quick. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to support the channel in other ways, please consider being a member. You could do so by going to the homepage. You'll see a highlighted member section and a join button. You can do that to support the channel. I appreciate it, and it helps me to find you quicker in the comments. The two asks are really hit that thumbs up, let the video run. All right, so let's jump into this here real quick. I'm going to jump through some of it and give you kind of the meat and potatoes here. So it says here, many veterans face barriers to filing for these benefits regarding VA benefits. That's why this guide that I'm reading from will be highlighting the 10 most common reasons veterans don't file for disability benefits and providing practical tips and strategies for overcoming them. Whether it's a lack of knowledge about the process, fear of being denied, or difficulty obtaining and submitting the necessary documentation. So, number one section of the overview here is a basic overview of disability compensation, and it's a small little paragraph. I'll just go through it and see what they say here. VA disability compensation is a program run by the Department of Veterans Affairs that provides financial benefits to veterans who have been injured or fallen ill as a result of their military service. These benefits can include monthly payments as well as access to health care and other services. So I'm going to throw out there right now that in that little small paragraph, the idea that it is as a result of their military service causes some veterans to not pursue a claim with the VA, when the reality is that your condition, whether you were injured or fallen ill, manifested during your time in service or is a result of your time in service, is really the more appropriate way to explain that. So moving on, how to qualify for VA disability compensation. To qualify for VA disability compensation, veteran must have service-connected injury or illness. That means that the injury or illness must have been caused by or made worse by their military service. So, again, I'm going to throw in there that your condition manifested during your time in service or is a result of your time in service. Additionally, veterans must have been discharged from the military under conditions other than dishonorable to be eligible for these benefits. Let's move on here. Benefits of VA disability compensation. You know, the big one is access to free health care and that monthly compensation are the two big benefits of being service connected. Let's see what they say. It is important for veterans to understand the process of filing for VA disability compensation, as well as the potential benefits that they can receive. These benefits can include monthly payments, access to health care, and other services that can help veterans and their families. Understanding the process and the benefits can help veterans to make an informed decision about whether or not to file a claim and can increase their chances of success if they do decide to file. All right, so VA disability compensation is a lengthy process. It goes into a couple paragraphs here. It is what it is, right? You have to document everything. You need to make sure that you are what I call developing your claim, providing all the necessary evidence so the VA can rule in your favor. Let's see what this says. So additionally, and then we're going to jump into the 10 most common reasons according to this, and I'll throw in my own if I don't see them there. So moving on here. Additionally, it is important to understand that the VA disability compensation process can be complex and the application process can be time-consuming. However, taking the time to understand the process and gather the necessary documentation can increase a veteran's chance of success and help them to navigate the system more efficiently. I'm going to throw in there, filing the intent to file is very important. File the intent to file buys you 12 months of time to develop your claim, giving you the best chances possible. That form number, by the way, 210966, 21-0966. All right. In summary, VA disability compensation is a program that provides financial and healthcare benefits to veterans who have been injured or fallen ill as a result of their military service. To qualify for these benefits, veterans must have a service-connected injury or illness and have been discharged under conditions other than dishonorable. Understanding the process and the potential benefits of filing for VA disability compensation is crucial for veterans to make an informed decision on whether or not to file a claim and increase their chances of success. Now, getting ready to jump into the top 10 reasons why veterans do not file. But before I do, I want to double tap on what a claim looks like. So number one is you have to have that time in service. Number two is you have to have a diagnosed condition that is chronic in nature or has some kind of residual effects. Next, you need to have what's called a nexus, a link between the condition and your time in service. Now, what it is not solely show me that the military caused this condition. That's not what the VA is looking for. I mean, if it is, then it is, but that's not the only way. The more appropriate way to look at a nexus is prove to the VA that your condition manifested during your time in service or is a result of your time in service, right? So it kind of captures a little more there. The good example is like migraine headaches, right? You joined, you never had migraines. 2 years in, you started getting migraine headaches. You can't really say for sure that the military caused it, but they manifested during your time in service and therefore they are service connectable. All right, let's jump through these top 10 here real quick. So, common reasons veterans don't file for VA disability. Lack of knowledge about the process. Many veterans are simply not aware of the VA disability compensation program or the process for filing a claim. I agree. Fear of being denied. Some veterans may be hesitant to file a claim because they are afraid of being denied for benefits. Number 3, difficulty obtaining and submitting necessary documentation. The VA disability compensation process requires veterans to provide a significant amount of documentation to support their claim. In other words, evidence. Number 4, difficulty in proving service connection. So that a lot of times is going to be the nexus. Some veterans may have a hard time demonstrating that their injury or illness is related to their time in service. Number 5, belief that their injury or illness is not serious enough. Difficulty in navigating the VA disability system. Belief that they are not eligible for VA disability benefits. Some veterans may believe that they're not eligible for VA disability compensation because their discharge status or other factors. Number 8, lack of support from family and friends. Number 9, PTSD or other mental issues may be throwing up some unseen roadblocks in moving forward with filing claims. Financial concerns is rounding it out at number 10. It says here, some veterans may be hesitant to file a claim because they're worried about the cost of the process or the impact on their financial situation, of which there should be none. You do have options to either file the claim yourself or go through an accredited representation or representative from the VA. And I encourage that route. Have that conversation with an accredited rep. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.